All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim, Makah Kodash. I'm Tazier Gabar from Prophets in Babylon, Waco, Texas. All right, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation on down to the hopeful elect. All right, out here another week to do the work of the Lord. All right, to warn, Israel of what's to come, and to ultimately, push forth these prophecies, so the Lord can seal up the elect, and so we can get the blood off our hands, off the 2/3 of Israel. 2/3 you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. All right, but yeah, we are witnessing a power change in kingdoms. Because the so-called white man is finna come out of power, and Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, who are the Lord's people, are finna come into that transition. All right, I'm gonna get Deuteronomy 7:6, and we're gonna be ruling under our power, Yahweh Shai. All right, begin Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, "For thou art a holy people." So, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians are a holy people unto the Lord. Holy, when you look up the word holy, it means to be separate, a separate nation, a separate people. And when you separate something, you taking it from everything else. All right. So we are the Lord's favorite and His chosen nation. And the Lord also has a chosen within the chosen nation of Israel, which is the 144,000. All right, but as a whole, a nation, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. All right, so above all the nations that are upon the face of the earth, the Lord has chosen us, and we know. We are, we are those people of the Bible because we fit the curses, the spirit, Genesis 49. We know we are the people, that resonate with this book. All right. God, and we know. All right. I'm going to get Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And how do we know this? Even from the bad, the curses of Deuteronomy 28 coming here. Deuteronomy 28:68 coming here on ships, which the Southern Kingdom came here by force, which that's all throughout history, by force of the white man, on slave ships to America. And it says that in Deuteronomy 28:68, I will bring thee into Egypt again with ships. That word Egypt going into bondage. All right, this right here is modern day Egypt, and the modern day Pharaoh is a so-called white man who is Esau Edom. All right, and even when you look at landmarks, you see, like the main example. You look at the back of the dollar bill, you see the eagle, and you see that the pyramid, the same damn pyramid we built in Egypt. All right, which that's the Lord showing you in plain sight that this is slavery, the house of bondage all over again. This is our modern day captivity, which America is all these different kingdoms we slave put in one. All right. So it's also Babylon the Great, and spiritual Egypt. All right, and you got the Northern Kingdom who came over here during when they fled the Assyrian captivity. They came on ships. It took them 1.5 years, like it say in the book of 2nd Esdras. All right, they came here to South America. Then they traveled up all the way to the Caribbean islands in North America. And then Canada, which that was mainly populated by Gad, the so-called Native Indians, all right, and also Reuben, the Seminole Indians, and a few of the Latino tribes, Issachar, Khan, And what happened? You know, that devil Cristobal Colon, which we just went past. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Christopher Columbus Day recently passed by or something, about a week ago or something. But yeah, and you know, the tribes are waking up to this devil. You know, Christopher Columbus, which his real name was Cristobal Colon, which means Christ bearing conqueror. The tribes are waking up. You know, about 2 years ago, they was destroying all those Christopher Columbus statues. All right, one of them they literally pushed down. All right, so the tribes are waking up that this man, you know, like they tell you in school, he discovered America, which is, you know, false, because the Latin tribes was already here, and the Lord gave them this land. You know, mainly Gad. I'm gonna get that. Shoot. Slack, yeah, slack. I believe it's in First Chronicles. Uh, 12 and 8. Like it, bear with me. I'm trying to find a precept. All right, this is Deuteronomy 33 and 20. And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth. You know, cause Gad, the Lord blessed Gad with a large portion of the land. So Gad literally inhabited majority of North America and Canada. All right, so Gad was blessed with a huge chunk of land. You know, and then you had the Seminole Indians, who was like, you know, they dwelt in Florida. They had the like the southern part. All right, but Gad, the Lord blessed them fairly. You know, I mean largely. He blessed them with a huge chunk of the land. All right, it says he dwelleth as a lion, cause as you know, a lion. He inhabits the Sahara Desert. All right, lions, they got a huge chunk of land in the desert. All right, and teareth the arm with the crown of the head. And that's going into their the covenants that they used to make, their blood covenants. But the point I was making is, you know, the Lord blessed the tribe of Gad with a huge chunk of America, and this devil Christopher Columbus, you know, he literally stole it, rape, robbed, and murdered. All right, and call all y'all by Shem Yahushai for the information coming out, because when we was in elementary, like me, they would tell us that he, you know, discovered it or whatever, and you know, a whole bunch of Esau deception lies. But now the truth is out that this man literally killed 77 million of the tribe of Gad. All right, and you know, just completely, you know, you already know the history about the smallpox. All right, the Gatling gun, which is how they overtook Gad, because you know Gad, they was actually getting the best of Esau when they was warring with each other, because God had that guerrilla warfare. You know, they would have the face paint. They would move really swiftly, fast, tagging them with those bow and arrows. You know, basically just playing games and, you know, taking Esau out. But the Lord had risen up Esau, you know, to ultimately conquer, you know, the tribes. All right, and he started with the northern kingdom, I believe, in the 1400s, and then, you know, we came over here in the 1600s. All right, so the point I'm making, you know, our spirit bear witness with these curses. All right, about us being brought very low. And look at the tribe of Gad now. They strung out reservations. All right, they're at a very low state. Same as us, you know. We trapped in ghettos, slums. You got Ephraim and Judah. All right, Ephraim was coming over here from Puerto Rico into the eastern part of the United States, like New York. They heavy in New York and the Bronx. They all up. They spread it out towards Chicago, Florida. All right, you know, Esau sold them a dream, saying, you know, that America dream, a better opportunities. I was watching a documentary on this Ephraimite. He was saying that, and then when they got here, they saw the shithole it was. You know, basically, you know, Esau tricked them, and they was putting in these like slums and ghettos, and they right up there with Judah. All right, you got Issachar. Issachar inhabited some parts of America too. All right, and they can't even come in. You know, they gotta have papers or some legal papers. You know, how the hell are they foreigners in their own land? You know, Esau with the wall and all that. All right, the tribe of Levi, last year they was getting whipped when they was trying to come to the U.S. border. You had Esau riding on horses with whips, literally whipping the tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians, you know, with whips. The same. That's how you know we are the same people. And this devil has that same old ass serpent spirit. You know, back then it was by, you know, the way of the sword, which it still is the sword, because this devil is blessed with the sword, which I'm gonna get that in Genesis 27 to 40. All right, Isaac blessed this devil with the sword, you know, and that's how he ultimately conquered the tribes. All right, this is Genesis 27 and 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live. All right, this devil is blessed with, you know, his technology and his weapons, the guns, his military. All right, his guns. That's how he ultimately overcame the tribes. And thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. All right, and so right now we're serving Esau, but what's to come in the near future, we are going to overtake this devil. All right, and that's 2nd Ezra 6 and 8. But Khan, you know, he overcame us by way of the sword. Now all 12 tribes are in captivity. All right, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. All right, we are the 12 tribes of Israel. And the biggest part of that is his deception. All right. So, you know, once he got us conquered, we started bringing in that white Jesus image, which we know that the Lord is a so-called black man. All right. So I'm gonna get Job 9:24. All right, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. So this devil, he literally covers the faces of the men of the Lord in the book, starting with Yahweh Shai. If not, where? And who is he? Who else has done this? Who else has whitewashed, our history? Even, the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages is during the time when Jake was ruling Europe. All right, and we got all those. We still to this day got those Russian icons, that Esau got hidden or whatever, and it has so-called black men statues. All right, and majority of them was whitewashed. They cut off the noses and painted white, paint over it. I'm gonna get 1 Maccabees 3:48. All right, so this is during the Greek. All right, this is first Maccabees 3:48. It says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen have sought to paint the likeness of their images. All right, and Esau Edom did that. Leonardo da Vinci, you know that history. The painter that painted Cesare Borgia, who was Pope Alexander the Fifth's son, he painted Cesare Borgia face into the image of the Jesus Christ image that our people worship today, and that's a big reason why Jake always want to forgive Esau and want Esau to make it to the kingdom. All right, even amongst the Latin tribes, like just pointing it out, Simeon's big on it. Issachar, Ephraim. I'm gonna get on the Southern Kingdom too, but like this is the part that vexes me the most. I remember a brother posted a video about the tribes, and it had a Simeonite woman, and she had a baby. All right, it was a grandma. She about 64 or something, and she from the tribe of Simeon, and she my color, right? And then she had the little baby, and she had a little white dog with blonde hair and blue eyes, and she was just showing it all in her face and smiling. And then the daughter, she had brought out a baby that's my color, a baby dog that's my color, and she was showing it to the baby, and then the grandma slapped it on the ground. That's a big reason, and that's another big reason why these tribes hate that brown skin, because they look at the image, Cesare Borgia, the Jesus Christ image, all right, and they see how Esau has exalted being leprosy. Leprosy is looked at as cool on this side in Babylon the Great. All right, so the tribes literally hate themselves. They hate their skin color. They don't want to be dark skin, which that melanin is that's beauty. That's the actual beauty, which the Lord Yahweh Shai is a dark skinned man, and I'll get that too. But being leprosy is cool in this day of world, but in the Bible it's the actual curse. Leprosy is a curse in the Bible. All right, and that goes back to Leviticus. All right, but this devil has exalted his fashion of beauty, looking real pale. You know, what is it called? That red skin. Well, his blood show forth through his skin because he don't have no melanin. All right, no melanin. That yellow hair and blue eyes. That's the standard of beauty in this day of world. You know, that's why you got these celebrities. They, as soon as they get up there, they dye their hair blonde, bleach their skin, which that's big on the Latin kingdom, the Latin world or whatever. I mean the Latin tribes. All right, I saw another video of a Simeon Knight. She said her father's dark skin. You know, he's my color, but she wouldn't want to date a man that's my color. She said she basically like Edomites. You know, and that just goes, you know, with his blessing because this is his world. So, you know, he has all the tribes conquered. So, the fashions, the way of this world is programmed behind Esau. All right. I'm gonna get Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 15. And then you got you know, Judah, the southern kingdom. Hold on, let me see. 15. I know you saw them cases back in 2020 about the Edomite woman who supposedly went inside her wrong apartment and shot the Judite in his own house. All right, that's why, you know, when they go to court, whenever they went to court, you had the Judite woman rubbing her hair and patting her on the back, crying for her, talking about it's gonna be all right. And then she gave her a light ass sentence, and then the brother talking about I forgive you. All right, so that's where that comes from, that coon spirit, because they see, when they look at Cedric Borgia, Jesus, they see these Edomites as being superior. All right, they see them as being superior over them, and they also got the wrong knowledge of love thy neighbor, and turn the other cheek. All right, which is in the Bible, but it's talking about amongst your own nation, not to these damn Edomites. The damn Edomite woman literally murdered the dude brother, and then he gonna stand there and say I forgive you. And she got a light sentence. She got like, I think 10 years with parole, which is like, not parole, but good behavior, really 5. So she murdered a man in his own home and only got really 5 years out of it. You know, it's gonna get 5 years. And then you have the woman, the Judite woman, the judge over there, crying, rubbing her on the back, patting her on the head. All right, let that have been a Jake, you know, a Judite man. All right, he would have got probably 50 years or something. All right, other way around, he probably would have got life. Shit, who knows? This is Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 15. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he had made an image of his child's son taken away. So that's talking about, you know, Pope Alexander V, when his son, when Cedric Borgia died, now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong was kept as a law, and graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings. All right. All right, getting Hosea 4:6. See. Okay, this is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. That knowledge is the fear of the Lord. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. All right, and that's the lowest state that Jake is in now. No. Getting into the appearance of Yahushua. All right, this is Revelation 1:13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, the Son of Man, Yahushua, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So the Lord wearing a garment like this down to the foot, all right? And around his waist, he got a golden belt, a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool. So he had woolly hair on his head, all right, and on his hairs, his beard, as white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, because the Lord had red eyes. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. All right, so his feet was like brass, as if they were burned. You know, take a piece of brass, which is brown, and burn it, it's going to get really dark. And his voice as sound of many waters. And his voice as the sound, all right, and his voice as the sound of many waters. He had a loud voice. So basically a dark melanated man with white woolly hair. All right, so the Lord was a black man, according to the Bible. A really dark melanated skin tone, skin complexion. All right, these churches, they have the Lord as a skinny, Edomite, a skinny white boy with long brown hair and blue eyes and red skin. All right, which is completely not biblical. They tell you color don't matter, but the Lord, skin color is literally in the scriptures. All right, and what they depict it as is completely opposite. So obviously color does matter. I mean, it's the truth. The Lord's a black man, but they don't want people to know that. Which goes into Job 9:24, who covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. This is 2nd Ezra 6. 2nd Ezra 6:8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob handheld first the hill of Esau. Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world. All right, Esau, Edom we're at the end of his kingdom, which is why you see the wars, rumors of wars, the prophecy, the MOTB, the mark of the beast being brought out, being in the news. All right, you got this war with Russia and Ukraine amping up more and more. All right, which Russia is an ally of. Russia is against America. All right, same as Iran. All right, so and they, Russia having war with Ukraine. All right, which soon, America would get involved, because it's gonna come a point where America's enemies and the countries that are with America, they're gonna all turn. All right, they're gonna all turn, which that's gonna lead to America being completely overkilled by thermonuclear missiles. All right. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm in sick nervous. All right, so Jacob's hand holding heel of Esau's was symbolic for one kingdom coming out of power and the birth of another. All right, another being brought to life and lasting forever. All right. For Esau is the end of the world. We are at the end of Esau's rulership, the so-called white man. The so-called white man is ruling the earth today, and he has the children of Israel in captivity. All right, and these other nations, they partaking in that, which is where you get Psalms 83. They made a tumult against us to not have us remember who we are, to keep us at the bottom, at the underneath, serving them forever, which is why you got Elam over here in his little corner stores, making merchandise off us. Moab selling his dogs, cats, and rats, and bats, and whatever else he be feeding us in these Chinese stores. All right, and Ham over here calling us a kata. You got, which is cotton picker, because we served Ham in the Egyptian captivity, the ancient Egypt. All right, ancient Egypt was Ham ruling Mizraim, who are the modern day Sudanese people. All right, Ham over here. Just Jake is scattered throughout all nations. All right, Ishmael, which you got Jake within these heathen tribes also. You got Jake within these heathen nations also, because we've been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and Jake been laying down with these different nations, having babies with them. All right, because you are who the seed of your father is. But Khan, like I was saying, these other nations partaking in our downfall also. All right, they all made an agreement to never have us remember who we are. But the Lord raised up the small remnant, 144,000 men, to get this word and push it out. All right. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. All right. This is Luke 1:31. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushai. And he shall be great. And he shall be great and shall be the son of the highest. And the Lord Yahweh shall give unto him the throne of his father David. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever. But going up to verse 32, the Lord Yahweh shall give unto him the throne of his father David. So Yahweh's father was Joseph. So this is how you know reincarnation is all throughout the Bible, and it's true. Because Yahweh's father wasn't David, his father was Joseph. But through the Spirit, we know that Yahweh was King Solomon in his past life. Alright? Yahweh was King Solomon in his past life, and his father was David. So, hey, got Issachar. Issachar showing homage. She had an Issachar right pass by hawk, you know. All right, the tribes are waking up, you know. But like I was saying though, it says verse 33, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and his kingdom, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. All right, so you know, Israel, the nation of Israel, is going to come into power, and we're going to reign under our Lord Yahushai, and our kingdom is going to reign forever and ever. You know, reading that again. What is this? Luke 1:32. He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest, and the Lord Yahweh shall give unto him the throne of his father David. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. Alright. So this is what we're fighting for, you know. This is why we out here pushing out this truth, laboring. Alright, we're fighting to come in power again. We're fighting for an everlasting kingdom, you know, with our righteous Lord, you know, Yahushai, being on the earth, ruling the earth in righteousness. No more wicked ass pedophiles, Edomite devils. No more Jeffrey Dahmers and John Wayne Gacy and a whole bunch of wicked ass Jakes and serial killers and drag queens performing at churches and elementary schools and all that. You know, this is the way of Babylon the Great. You know, this is Esau world. Esau loves darkness, wickedness, and really, in the spirit, Esau is the real black people. Because the word black is negative, void of life. If you want to get technical, we are the real white people, because the word white means holy and pure. All right, and these devils are not white. You know, they're red. They're different shades, different pigments of red. All right, which pink is a shade of red. All right. Oh shit. That shit is so funny. All right, Romans 1 and 3. Let me hit that real fast. Issachar was out there, boy. Lord willing, he'll come through. I'm up here in Texas, you know, it's mainly, well, where I'm at, it's mainly Judah and Issachar. Shit. God, alright, I'm gonna get Daniel. Get the book of Daniel 7 and 18. My favorite scriptures, my favorite script. The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. Bright burn. We're gonna be bright burning, motherfucker. It's like damn nigga woman talking real loud. That's the spirit. Well, the woman ultimately supposed to be quiet, but like just within the tribe of Judah, mainly, you know, majority of the tribe of Judah talk with that loud. They just got a loud ass voice, you know, and that's how Yahweh Shah was. He spoke with authority. He was austere, and he had a loud, deep voice, you know. No, my voice is more quiet, but shit. As a general, you know, the tribe of Judah, they got a real loud voice, you know. Which is why, you know how so-called Negroes talk. They be real loud. But this is Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. Alright? The saints, the elect, is going to take the kingdom by force. By force. Alright? We're going to take this rulership from this damn devil, you know? And possess the kingdom forever. Even forever and ever. Even forever and ever. So, you know, Jake is finna be ruling in the next kingdom to come. Alright? Kind. But with that, you know, I'm gonna close out, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Makah Kodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. And I'm Tazier Gabar from Prophets of Babylon, Waco, Texas. Peace and salutation on down to the whole elect, scattered abroad, and pushing out this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm gonna say shalom.